All right, welcome to another edition of the Mr. Brown Learning Experience. And who am I and what's my job? And I'm here today in Spring City, Utah. Spring City, Utah, it's a cool place. And I'm here with, what's your name again, sir?
My name is Insu. Hey, nice to meet you.
Insu, and hey, Insu, tell me a little bit of, well, let's talk about this place first. Look,
All right.
oh, we just had wonderful ice cream here in Spring City. It's an art community. There's the mighty Triumph. But Insu, tell me, what do you do for a living?
I am an engineer, more likely scientist. I am materials scientist, which is, basically I am dealing with a lot of ceramic materials. Ceramic is a conventional, potteries and,
No kidding.
But ceramic has a very interesting property that it conducts electricity under certain conditions.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's so amazing, isn't it? So I am working in one of the program called the fuel cell technology. Fuel cell is, basically we provide the fuel to some device, then produce the electricity. And there is a fuel cell that is made of ceramics. So if the ceramic is heated up to the high temperature, it start conduct electricity.
I didn't know that.
It is just amazing, isn't it?
It is amazing.
And if you reverse the reaction, and if you apply the current, if you give the electricity to the ceramic material, sometimes it splits the oxygen from any oxygen containing compound. For example, if CO2, which is greenhouse gas, but it can split into carbon and oxygen. And in the Mars, there is the abundance of CO2. Hey, but we need O2 to breathe, oxygen to breathe. So we can have some kind of technology that the ceramic device can split CO2 to carbon and oxygen. We can breathe. We can go to Mars.
Go to Mars. You're working on a project so that people can go to Mars and live there, right?
Yeah.
Well, eventually, or explore. I think that
yeah.
is so cool.
That's what I do for a living. However, my passion is in
Photography. Okay, hold up the camera a little bit because we've got to see it. It is a Leica, which is a really nice camera. It's a film camera, you guys. Film, not digital. And tell us about the kind of photography that you do.
I starting my photography, just like anybody else, when I was a little kid, and I've been doing photography for, 34 years. But I began to re-engage my photography in about 10 years ago. And when, digital started booming, that I restart, because life was busy. I have to take care of kids and do something else. I have not done much photography as my, hobby that I wanted to do. But I resumed my photography about 10 years ago, and I did, this picture, that pictures, but it was not so, it's not satisfying me. So I, people talking about film, saying, hey, go back to film to see if the film is a different material. You'll see different the fit of the menu.
You do film.
Yeah,
you like it.
Yeah, when I took a film again, then I realized that this I've been missing for years and years, and I got into film and never went back.
That is so cool.
And black and white is kind of a hard to make a really good image because I think it is harder than conventional color. But once you got into your hang of it, then finish the media, you don't miss it.
That's so cool. Yeah, well, I like it too. I started out doing black and white, and everything I did, even the published work, was black and white. There was more black and white than there was color. Yeah. Well, thank you so much for sharing with me.
Yeah,
thank you very much. Yeah, and appreciate on this latest edition of Who Am I and What's My Career, What's My Job. Thanks again, and good luck on having oxygen come out of ceramic material on Mars. Mars up there, so cool.